Hi, I'm Kila.
And I'm Ashley.
And we met on TikTok when our stories collided.
After we discussed our crazy, people wanted to tell us they're crazy.
So join us as we unpack a whole lot of crazy.
And we named this podcast after the one thing we definitely have in common, raising our mamas.
So welcome to Raising Barbara Jean and Wanda.
Warning, following episode is intended for mature audiences only. It contains graphic descriptions, adult dialogue, and strong language. Listener discretion is advised.
We talk about dramatic shit. Well, hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all. So this week, it's actually election day. Of course, you'll get this after the election's over, but...
it's election day, and that's why we're podcasting, because we came to get away from our husbands.
Yes. And I voted today.
I did last week.
See,
I went early voting. It took like 3 minutes.
Okay, well, I early voted the first time. I've only ever voted twice. That was today, and well, I voted small town one time, but I did early voting the first time with Hagen, and so he navigated it. But today I had to go to the Catholic church that's in my neighborhood, and it's all like the older people that are the election committee, and I was trying to be like, so. I've got this. I know what I'm doing. But then I got there and there was like tables everywhere. And I'm like, okay, which table? Then I almost bypassed a table and I was like, I'm just going to stay with the first one. And it was kind of self-explanatory, but I had to fill in like the little bubble thing. And I thought, damn, we're in 2024. We still have to do. Yeah, it was
Y'all did bubble things?
Yeah, it was a paper ballot. Yeah. And then I don't even know what it means, but whenever I got done, he goes, oh, you're 133. I haven't had any 133s today. I don't even know what that means, but I felt really special for being 133.
Well, this is my thing. This irritates me that we are voting for the president of the United States. There's no reason that it is not the same voting rules, the same voting machines in every state there is.
Yep.
It should be done the same exact way.
Yep. And I didn't know.
And I don't know why it's not. That irritates me.
I didn't know that they went through a book and found your name. Like I had no idea that.
See, mine was electrical, and then I had to push buttons on this machine and then hit cast your vote.
No, she went through a book and found my name, and I was like, oh, I didn't even know. I mean, but I'm not real that smart, so I didn't know that everybody that was registered to vote was in that area was in that book or whatever. I'm like, damn, this is like.
Well,
but it does keep the it from getting screwed up.
Well,
electronically,
I didn't know that, and I don't know why I don't know that, but my friend Christy, like her cousin is Scott Desjardins, and he was actually on the, and I thought that was neat that I've actually met him, and I'm like, oh
yeah. When it got to
I'm like,
Ward 6, I don't know what that means. I went with whatever name sounded the prettiest to me. Wow. Well, not even the prettiest, because there was like a pretty woman name, and then this Robert guy struck to my heart. I have no idea. He could be a shitbag for all I know, but I voted for him because,
we voted. That's the important thing.
Yes. And I didn't get a sticker. I never get a sticker.
I think I have one. You want one?
Yes, because I never get one.
Hold on.
Oh, boy.
I really do think I have one.
I didn't get it the first time I voted. I didn't get one today. I'm like, I never get the freaking sticker. What the hell?
Pulling everything out of here.
And I went at like 8 o'clock this morning, so I just want that to be noted. Oh, my God.
You did it. You finally got one.
Yes.
There you go.
No, I mean, how is anybody going to know? And I'm going to put it right over this little stain right here.
Smart.
I mean, no one's going to know I voted. Thank you, Kila.
You're welcome.
You always take care of me.
I grabbed 2 of them.
Just in case.
She knew. She was like, my sister ain't got
And
one.
then Brian had one in his hand and was trying to take my other one. And I'm like, this ain't for you.
Exactly.
It might
It's
be
for
if I need
Ashley.
it. Yeah, I didn't even know I got it.
Right.
That's God's will.
That's divine intervention right
Yep,
there.
right there.
Speaking of.
We are soul sisters.
Yep. Speaking of divine intervention. Last week we had a medium on the podcast.
We did, and she was so nice. Mm-hmm. And thank you, Renee. You did a good job.
However, Kila and I are not sure that we're like.
We don't think we're medium material.
Like we're readable or whatever, because
we've had so much life trauma.
And I think we have expectations of like TV mediums where they get like specific details, and it's like, okay, so if that's real, please let us know, because we don't know if that's real. Or it was just very general, which was nice, but
our mamas weren't really general people.
Right.
And listen, my mom may be shy. The one time after she died, she decided to be. And I'm going to respect that, you little shy heifer.
Right.
But I mean, and then like the Charlie ball coming through, I'm like, you kick rocks.
Right.
I mean,
right. I felt like most of it was general.
Yeah.
And I didn't get anything specific from Mom that would like really let me know that it was her. And I found it very odd that she didn't have messages for any of us, like my siblings, or have any comment on my current life or my sister's life or my brother's life. Like I found that to be odd. So I will say that. Because I think that's typically like what the whole medium thing's for, right? It's like closure and validation. And so I don't
know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that.
Right.
I mean, I expected more.
Yeah. I think I expected more like details and more like connection with them instead of like just a general like, oh, she's here and she's blonde. You know what I mean? Like I thought it was going to be more like a whatever.
I mean, she hit it right on the money though when she said my lights have been flickering.
That was very weird because I actually hit Kila before that and said because my house actually does have activity, so I was kind of like trying to challenge her and see, and she's like, and I thought, no, it ain't. But then Kila was like, yeah, it has. And I was like, oh, well, that's weird. That was weird. But
I'm also going to give kudos for not going and listening to our shit, because she could have gone and listened and made up a whole slew of shit and completely.
But I'm not so sure she didn't like at least listen to one episode and get some stuff. But I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. As general as it was, there was a couple of things like the whole your mom is a contradictory. That was spot on. But I have said that many times in the
you got a hair there or two of them
podcast. So whatever. But we really appreciate her coming out because that was really cool.
It's just fun to hear other people's stories. And you know, and she has a lot of good reviews. She has great reviews across the board. And like I say, I just don't know that we're readable. Mm-hmm. Or I mean, we may need more of a cleansing before we can let in. Right. Because I don't dream, and I don't dream at all. I was reading something earlier about like talk about your dreams, and I'm like,
I dream a lot, but
yeah, I don't.
I do too.
I think I block it. You dream?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine are very vivid. Mine are weird sometimes. Mine too. So strange.
Yeah, like my mom. I think I've said I've dreamed about her twice. Mm-hmm. The first time was probably shortly after she died, though, like within that first year. Yes. And she come to me, and I was so excited to see her, and I could see her from the behind, and she had long hair. My mom didn't have long hair, but she had like long blonde hair, and when she turned around, she had on this white dress, and she turned around and she was pregnant, and I was like, what the hell?
It's like Virgin Mary.
But then I found all those siblings.
Right. Well, there you go. There's your sign.
And then the next one, she was cussing like a damn sailor, like saying words that were just off, and I'm like, Mama, don't say that.
Right.
And I don't even know who she was cussing at, but you know, I went from the angel to the I went to my mom.
Yeah. Right. The normal. Yeah.
I got both sides of her.
Right.
Yeah. But that's the only time I've dreamed of her. And it'll be 10 years coming up. So.
Yeah. We've already hit our 10 year.
Oh.
No,
2015.
Yeah. 15.
Yeah. So this next year will be 10 years. And so.
I mean, I do believe the part of like me and you being connected, somebody's doing some work up there, because there is some, I mean, it is like we've been old friends for a long time. You know what I mean? That, and I think that happens with a lot of people I kind of believe in like past life and coming back and whatever, and souls being connected. And I believe in that. Yeah. So that makes sense to me that Kila and I would be.
What do you think you did in your past life?
I don't know.
Me either. I hear people talking about that.
I do too. My mom, thought she was a witch, and she thought she was burned in a house. Or she was accused of being a witch, and I forget what her name was, but she like knew her name, only the first name. It was like Annette, and they burned the house down with her in it. But, back in like the Salem witch trials, if you said no to your husband, you were a witch, and
I bet my mama was like, here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let you down. She was a kept woman, and
makes sense.
Yeah, had a lot of money, and had a man take care of her.
Oh, so sorry, this is off topic, but my mom knew that about her past life, or that's what she said, or whatever. But I have no idea. But I do tell people funny, because that my ancestors, they weren't Vikings or kings. They just carried the luggage from town to town or something. Just what we were. But I was talking to my dad on the way up here, and he's just talking, and he's like, yeah, like that newspaper article I have with me, and he named some famous old country singer, And I said, no, Dad, I don't know what you're talking about. And he was like, the one. He goes, I sent it to you, didn't I? I said, no, I've never heard of it. I don't know what you're talking about. And he was like, you remember when I used to go down to the Grand Ole Opry and hand out coffee? And I said, no, Dad, I've never heard this. And he was like,
That's your other kid.
Yeah. He was like, he goes, well, I told you just probably didn't listen. So anyways, he told me the little story of when he was like 9 to 11. They lived on like 4th Avenue, which is really close to downtown Nashville. And he would go to the Grand Ole Opry, which was at the Ryman at the time.
Right.
And they had like a record company, and I think he said in the front or maybe the back, it was called Country Boy Records. And he said, I would go back there and they would just be picking music. And he said, and I would just fill their coffee up and get them donuts. And he said, I became like a mascot for them. And he said, they would call me Country Boy. And he said, so I got my picture in the paper with I don't know who he said it. It was like freaking Hank Williams or something. And I said, well, Dad, who all did you meet? He goes, I don't know. I didn't know any of them. I was young. I just thought it was cool that they let me back there. And he's like, I would go, throw papers. I'm like, Dad, I've never heard this story before. That's like the cutest story ever, that you were like 11. He goes, yeah, they called me Country Boy. He goes, and in the paper, they were going to give me a scholarship. He goes, but I ended up on drugs. And that didn't work. But I was like, that is the cutest thing. Now, I knew he like shined shoes at one time. I don't know if that was like any correlation to that or what, but I was like, Dad, so you like basically like were the little mascot of the Ryman Auditorium and like had no idea that you were meeting all these celebrities, and it was so cute.
Aww.
Yeah. So anyways, I thought that was cute. And I said, you need to come on my podcast because he, like me, is a talker, and he's been sober for will be 32 years in May.
Oh, that'd be cute.
And he talks at meetings.
He probably
all the
has
time.
good stories.
Oh, he has good stories.
Yeah.
He said, I don't even know what a podcast is. I said, I'll just send you an address one day and you'll just meet me there. Okay. Cause he don't know, but yeah, that was so cute.
Oh, I bet he does have some good stories.
I mean, I went to one of his AA meetings because it was like one of the AA house's 40th anniversary or something. And Dad was the main speaker. And I really didn't think much about it. But then I got there and he was really cute. He had like a white shirt on, but it had like coffee stains on it. And I don't know if his pants were buttoned. And he's just like talking. And it was so cute. That's where I was like, that's where I get my ADHD from. Because he went from one story to the next and never finished a story and then would round about and come back. But he has really funny stories. So yeah, I need to have him on the podcast.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. He loves to talk too. So. Yes.
Okay, fix your hair because last time we...
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, last time you got mad at me and Trent because we let you look like Princess Leia.
Bat wings or something. Anyways,
That's Princess Leia.
And, okay, so I had Kila and I did interviews last week for some paranormal stories. She and I did one, and then I did one by myself. Neither one of them recorded, so...
Them damn ghosts deleted them both.
I have fought with Zoom all day today trying to get that freaking recording back, and nope, nowhere.
I know.
It's nowhere.
And I thought they automatically...
Well, I pushed for it to save on my computer.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'll do that, and that way for sure it'll be there. And I have a file on my computer that says Zoom, but when you click on it, there's nothing there. I'm like,
that's so weird.
Of the same date, same time, everything, but there's nothing there. So anyways, I've reached out to the girls, and we're going to redo them.
Yeah, we need to, but they were good. They could just come on.
And I told them that. I was like, if you want to just like hook up with us during the podcast so we don't have to do this. And then I have several people that I've posted on our, like my town's page. And I probably got like 30 messages with people interested. Probably only like 15 actually like responded back to me after I told them what we were looking for. But we will be having some people on.
I know. And did you see where they said y'all should have that Chauncey on?
Yes.
I'm like, Chauncey.
We've tried. And she
Chauncey.
Yeah. So
I
anyways.
know one of my friends trick-or-treated at her house the other night and posted it. And I was like, what the heck? So I sent that to her because they took a picture.
Yeah.
And I was like, you have to be on our podcast. We know the same people. And she was like, haha, they were trick-or-treating in my neighborhood. And my husband invited them in.
Nice.
And so
did y'all trick-or-treat with the grandbaby?
We did. We did just a little bit of trick-or-treating, but it was rainy and wet.
Yeah.
And so I went to my daughter's mother-in-law's house, Glow, and she had all the grandkids there. And so
that's
all
so
but
cute.
one, but we all went trick-or-treating and we didn't stay out
What
very
was
long.
Willa Mae?
She was a pumpkin.
Oh, that's so cute.
Mm-hmm. She was a little pumpkin head.
My babies were Mario and Princess Peach. And they were so cute, but we only did like one lap because it was raining. But
Yeah.
I was telling Trent, Sissy's sprinkly high heels that she calls them, which are glitter
Oh, okay.
high heels. They hurt her feet, so she was ready to come back home. I was like, yeah, girl, pain is beauty.
Do you do heels?
No.
Like, I can't walk in a heel.
I can't either.
I probably would break my ankle.
Yep.
And I've broke my ankle a couple times, but not because of heels.
Yep. I can do like a wedge, but or a platform, but I can't do a heel.
Yeah. It has to be the same. Like, it has to be straight across. It can't be no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you what I'm excited about.
Okay, tell me.
It has taken me, how old am I? 51 years to figure out that if I buy women's jeans that are cropped, they fit
Like pants?
like regular pants. The same, I mean, it's like the right length.
That's
51
great.
years. Shut up, Trent. This is short people problems. This is a big deal.
So even like petite pants don't fit?
No, they're always too long.
Oh.
They're always too long.
That's a big win.
That is
So
a
if
big
you
win.
are under 5 foot, because I'm 4'11", and you need jeans to fit you, buy the cropped.
Yep. That's good.
Yeah, and they fit normal.
Well.
Like, I'm obsessed. Now I'm buying all the new jeans
Yeah,
and crop
yeah.
sizes, and my husband's like, quit. Which I hadn't told him, but he would be like, quit.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
I keep getting Temu because they keep suckering me like, I'm going to give you $200 and
I know.
I do it. I fall for
Some
it.
of their stuff isn't bad, though.
No, I've gotten lately, like their stuff is like good.
Yeah.
I got a gold picture frame that's like the oval.
Yeah.
It's like heavy duty, and I bought Aniston's curtains from there. They're like heavy duty, like good. They were good.
I have a desk from there, and it's amazing. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Matter of fact, my daughter was like, "Oh, I had to buy a new desk. I was going to call and see what you got." And I was like, well, "Mine come from Temu. I'm sure
Yeah.
you wouldn't order yours from there."
Right.
But she, because they got the new house, so she needed it by Friday. So she ordered a new desk. But she was surprised when I told her.
Yeah. They've got
from Temu.
recliners and everything on there now.
Yeah, all kinds of. I've been telling Trent they got furniture there.
Yes, the recliners are like $300. I'm like, and they're cute, like floral, like
Yeah.
So if I would have waited and I wasn't been impatient, I was gonna chance it and get like a piece of furniture off there, because the thing is they'll give you your money back if it sucks.
Yeah, it's so easy to send back too.
Yep.
Like, I thought it would be hard. It's not hard to send back at
Right.
all.
So, anyways,
That and Shein or Sheen
Sheen,
or
I just
whatever.
call
I
it
say
Sheen.
Sheen.
I
but,
do too.
Yeah.
But Hagen,
Because when I bought the baby stuff, I knew Emily would be like, "Mom, she thinks it's young workers that have to work." And I'm like, "That's everywhere."
right? Well, half our shit comes from China, so more than half.
And so I'm like, "It's fine," but I would cut the tags out of it before I gave it to her, so she
Right.
didn't know it was from Sheen. Because she would wear it. She'd be like, "I ain't doing it."
Yeah.
And so-
I got a hair dryer from Temu, and I went to turn it on and blow it. Hagen said, "Don't you blow that China dust in my baby's face," because I was like, "Oh, hush."
Well, Emily's been keeping one thing from like her favorite outfit through the different stages
Yeah.
of LMA. And so her like 3 to 6 month outfits from Shein. I didn't tell her that.
No,
She's like, "Put this up in the drawer."
What is that Buford bonnet company that's like really expensive? Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but they have the cutest stuff.
they do. And for kids, because they grow out them so quick,
Yeah.
spend $12 on an outfit that's cute as hell. And if
Now, I sent some stuff back because of the feel.
yeah,
Some of the stuff, the way it feels is
yeah,
weird.
yeah, it is.
And
But I feel like
so-
they're getting better.
Yeah.
Like I said, that picture frame, I thought it's gonna be plastic as hell, like from the
Yeah.
Dollar Tree. But it was. I mean, it's heavy duty. It's the cutest little picture frame. Like I said, those curtains heavy as hell.
Hey, I ordered, so Brian, when he turned 50 and he wanted to do, well, he didn't know what we were doing, but I just did different music genres. And like, I got him some nice pictures of like Biggie
Yeah.
and Tupac
Yeah.
and Snoop.
Yeah, and
Like-
they do steal from other, and I hate that because I did find some things that I bought at Universal Studios that they have. My shirt that I have that's.
But maybe those people stole from them.
No, I don't think so. Because they had the houses on them, like when the Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah.
I have a Beetlejuice shirt that I got from, and it's got all the. This one didn't have the houses back; it just had the front thing. And you can tell they like just totally like printed it, like copy and pasted it. I was like, that's not cool, but
I'm convinced that all these little boutiques get their clothes from there. And then-
yeah,
Yeah.
and they're probably pissed that we found out about it.
Yeah. Because like the shackets,
Yeah,
like there's some cute shackets
yeah,
on Shein.
and I think the little boutiques are going. They're not as popular as they used to be. I think
Yeah.
it's like readily available to people, and I hate that because I love a small business, but
Right.
yeah, but
But girl, open your own small bit. Order that
yeah, exactly. Hell yeah.
shit from Shein and sell it on there. I mean, I didn't tell you to do that or anything. That would be wrong.
Right.
But everybody does it.
Yes.
Everybody does it.
So Okay.
Okay, so it's November.
Yep, it's the month for being thankful.
Yeah, it's the month for being thankful. Trent, what are you thankful for this week? Caught him off guard.
You too.
I knew he was going to say it. That's mine, so you can't take that one. And I was going to say...
He said us too?
Mm-hmm.
I thought he said YouTube.
Well, yeah, that's also good.
And I'm like,
That's
okay.
No,
Did we do something good on YouTube?
I sent you, which you haven't opened yet, but
I haven't.
I sent
I
y'all
started to open it today, but I was laying down with the baby. She was taking a nap, and
Yeah.
I had
Yeah,
the sister on.
yeah, we're
So
not-
I was going to open it, and then I was like, oh, I better not open
No,
that.
don't open it. I was going to say y'all because we're the 3 best friends that anyone can have.
Hey, we're going to start doing food reviews because we eat after this podcast every week.
Yep. I mean, sometimes Trent rushes us because he's like, where are we eating?
Yeah,
which we love it. But
there's been a couple times we're supposed to do too, and then Trent's like, I'm starving. We got to go eat. And there's a couple businesses around here we keep in business, like Chewy's.
right.
Just saying.
Yeah.
They should give us
At least free appetizer or something.
I mean, that free dessert they have, that
oh, yes.
tres leche cake.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Oh, my God. That's amazing. I'm thankful for...
I want to know what we're eating tonight.
Well, y'all be thinking about that while I'm telling y'all what I'm thankful for.
What are you
I'm thankful for, like, not that I have a podcast or whatever, but like that we were like,
I'm thankful for my podcast.
I am, because I don't realize the people that listen to it, and like
know.
the people that reach out, or like now that I have people reach out, I'm thankful for that everyone has a story, and I want to hear everybody's
Yes.
story. That's what I'm thankful for.
Oh, that's a good one.
We are thankful that we touch so many people.
Yeah, and then
To
I
make them comment.
and let's touch more.
I wonder if we touch a bunch that are like,
Well, not like physically, huh?
Nothing. I said pause, but
Pulse. like
did you pause us for a minute?
no.
we want to hear everybody's story, everybody. And even if you're like, my life is, yes, you got a story. We all
Yes,
do.
everybody has a story.
And
I mean, whoever thought we would go viral? I
Right.
mean, I went viral because I said my mom was a stripper and our dad was a drug lord, and somebody was in prison, and
I went viral over Barbara Jean. I don't even remember being Barbara Jean, but I don't remember what the specific one was that we went viral over. But maybe the selling food stamps or something, something like that. So, anyways, this week I think I'm a little.
and we might be thankful for TikTok because it has made so many people go viral. It's done a
Yes.
lot of good things.
I mean,
as many
if I
people
need
complain
a-
about it, it's done a lot of
If
good
I need
stuff.
an answer for something, I go to TikTok.
If I need a recipe,
First thing I do is go to TikTok.
girl, you know what I TikTok today?
What?
Because I was taking Emily's dogs back home. How to keep small dogs in a fence. You know, like the new fence. And do you know what it said? It gave the best ideas. You're supposed to put what is it? Pickleball.
Yeah.
The pickleballs on their leash on each side on their collars,
So they can't
to
get
keep them
through
from going
it.
through. And then some people had like a wooden
Spoon. I've seen the spoon.
Yeah, on the back,
That's
so they couldn't
brilliant.
go through. But the pickleball, that's genius because they cannot.
Right.
And I'm like, well, who knew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. TikTok it's gone a little bit to shit with the TikTok shop and that being like the main priority.
Yeah.
And they want you to pay for more views. And I hate that.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
So I mean, I really don't even.
Yeah,
get
they
on
want you to
TikTok anymore.
promote, and so like I went on there like, okay, I'll promote $30 a day. That's a lot of money. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not paying that. So
If we made $30 a day
right,
on TikTok,
exactly, right.
it wouldn't be
But
that
I make
big
like
of a deal.
$5.62 a month on
I
there.
don't even know. I don't even know if that ship's turned on ours.
Yeah, I don't even. Well, mine is, but I get like $5.62 from them. So I'm like $30 a day. Like,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
But I really do think that they are paying these new TikTokers a lot of, like, I think if we become viral right now, because they're paying them by the view and stuff, and I think it's automatic. I think that they are making some pretty good money.
Well, and the brand deals too. They get a lot of money.
Yeah. We should really work on brand deals
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we really have a lot of followers and views.
We just need like a good producer that would,
Producer, promoter.
yeah, that would like
Do you
say,
still have the help? Don't you still have a guy helping you?
no, he only helps with that one podcast where it's got to be aesthetically pleasing.
No.
They're not even a podcast anymore.
Well, no, we could have told him that.
Yeah.
So you got to start in the trenches, baby. You got to start in the
told you
trenches,
so.
and then you can rise up. You can't start on the top and then think you're gonna get something where you ain't.
Haven't remember the Titans
Yeah,
speech over
exactly.
here.
And that's why they didn't succeed, because they tried to start at the top. You can't get to the summit without climbing, honey.
That's facts.
It's what we want to say to all you presidential elects or whatever they're called.
And we were just talking earlier.
Candidates.
Whoever the freak gets it, please sort the shit out.
Just do good. Be good, do good for our country.
Our country.
And our people.
That's right. Yes.
And the hard American workers.
Yes. And please make it more affordable for us to live. Because I don't want to go up on my prices because I know everybody's having a hard time. But damn, I'm over here like they done doubled. Well, they didn't double, but they've went up 60% on our supplies.
Really?
Yes. Stuff that was like literally, I'm not shitting you. Stuff that was like $17 at the supply house is now like $31 or $28.
Well, that's when you do say, thank you, Temu.
Exactly. I wish I could buy bleach from there, hair bleach from Temu.
Probably can.
Well, it'll probably burn
Don't put
their
it on
hair
your
off,
people.
but yeah, like yes, it's and I work in such a rural community, like people can't afford it, and I know they can't afford
Right.
it, and I try to have prices that people can afford. We're actually the cheapest in our town. We're probably the cheapest in southern middle Tennessee, honestly, but we are pretty cheap. But like, gosh, I just want to be able to afford life.
I know.
Everybody wants to be able to afford life.
Yes.
So, what are you reading this week?
I have been reading, let me see what it's called. It's something about a wait, let me.
Okay, well, while she's looking, I'm going to tell you what I'm reading.
I can't say this word.
Well, tell me. Oh yeah, sociopath.
There you go.
I have that bookmarked, but I don't have it.
It's so good.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I've got a hold on it.
I wondered when I get done, I'll send it to you.
I have a hold on it, but I haven't got it yet.
Yeah, it's really good though.
Okay, good. I read Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter.
I think I've read that one. Isn't that is it a series?
Well, it should have been. It was 21 hours long.
Yeah.
And
What was it about? Because I know I've read it and I just can't
sisters, one came up missing in the like 90s, and then one marries this guy, then he gets killed, stabbed by a knife, and then she goes home and she's like devastated over the loss of her husband, and then she goes up to his office and discovers that he is not who he said he was at all. He is actually a monster.
And then okay, you might not be that far into
No,
it.
I finished it, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody else.
Okay.
But it's really good. But however, it could have been 3 books because it was so long and lengthy. And now I'm reading The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F.
Oh.
And not that I really need help with that, but but I have friends that do. So I'm like, I'm gonna read it so I can give it to them.
Yeah, we want to.
Yeah. And and I read The September House.
I haven't read that one.
It's about a haunted house, but it's more I don't even know, like,
who's the author? Is it that Frida?
no, but I love her, McFadden.
Yeah.
I love her, but you would think it would be her.
I was trying to see how you can. I know there's a way on here to tell you how to see the books that you've read.
Yes, are you on Libby?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe it's timeline.
Maybe it's
Let's see. Carissa Orlando is The September House.
Oh, okay.
But I was listening to it on Spotify and I ran out of time. So, and and I listened to those books that you told me about the adopted kids, the Stella story and all that.
Yeah. Aren't they so good? Yep.
She is like what I want to be.
Have you read them all?
No, because I ran out of time.
Yeah.
But I've read Stella's story and then hers. And then I think that's all I've read is the 2. But she is exactly what, oh my gosh, like trying to advocate for children because she was a foster kid, but she was a foster kid and then now she's a foster parent and she was highly abused. And now, like, oh my gosh, her frustrations during the book of being a foster parent and trying to advocate for these kids and the system just being like, yeah, who cares? We're putting them up for adoption. Like, what? That's the least thing that needs to happen right now. Like, oh my gosh.
Is Stella the little girl that her mom went to jail?
Yes. And
Her dad was like a rock and roll, like, not really a rocker, but.
like he had a pedophilia ring.
Yes, ended up. But at first he was just, was in a bar.
Yes.
And then like conned the mom into staying with her. And then she
came from an adopted family. I'm not sure about the dad, but she came from an adopted family who she like blew off once she got 18.
Yes.
Yeah. And got pregnant. They didn't even know she had a kid.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It is so good.
So if y'all like that,
are
like
true stories,
these are
too.
true stories. That
Yeah.
one was still. It's called the the Forgotten Child series.
Yeah.
Or something like
think
that.
so, yeah.
Louise Allen. Oh, she's amazing.
No, I wish we would get her on our
Yes,
podcast.
I started to email her just to be like, "You're freaking amazing." Oh my gosh, like
Yeah.
you literally put in the work.
I think I've read a bunch of them.
They're not on my Libby, so I can't.
I wonder if I could send them to you on my audio. Because I know you can share,
Ooh,
but I don't know how you do it.
yeah, I don't either, but I could sign into your Audible.
You could.
Yep, because my sister does mine.
Oh, well, we can do that.
Yeah, we'll just do that. But anyways, so that's what we're reading this week, and
Yeah.
Yeah, I love her, though.
I forgot. Trent, you got anything today this week?
Not really. What are you hyper focused on?
I have not hyper-focused.
My house.
Oh yeah.
So we got it back in our house, and then Saturday, I worked till 5:30. Then I came home, took like a 30-minute nap, and I was like, let's get this house cleaned up so we can lay our rugs down because, new hardwood floors, so they wouldn't let us lay down rugs. And then, so we cleaned till like midnight and got it looking cute. And I was like, oh my God, this is so cute. Got all my new stuff hung up. And then the next day, Hagen's like, okay, I'm running to the storage building. I'm like, what's at the storage building? He's like, our shit. He brings in boxes. I mean, in boxes of like picture frames. And I was wondering, like, damn, I usually have like a lot of shelf sitters and like knick-knacky shit. But I didn't. And I was like, well, it's kind of nice because it's clean. And he brought in boxes and boxes. And I was like, fuck.
Did you put them up or did you?
I still have 2 in the living room that have like blankets, like throws. I love throws.
I do too.
I'm a throw person. And I have nowhere to put them because I've done fixed my like when you walk in, there's 2 little like coat closets. They're full of shit now. And then a box of nothing but like just pictures, like old pictures, like when my kids were little, which I want to hang going up the stairs. And he's
Yeah.
like, no, it's just gonna put holes in the wall. I'm like, I don't really care. I want like a whole family wall or whatever. So yeah. And then the neighbor comes over to buy this dresser that I had for sale. And I'm telling her about all the like new stuff. And I'm like, well, shit, you can just come in and see it. Although it's a freaking disaster now. But if you'd come 4 hours ago, it looked like freaking
Right.
Southern living. And now, but anyways, I showed her anyways. They probably have like a whole alliance against me or something. I don't really care. But anyways, yeah. So today I didn't even unpack those boxes. I did vacuum. I just moved them over, vacuumed around because I was like, oh my gosh. So my house is getting back together. Workers still haven't finished because every day we notice something. Like look up in the water spot. There's a big water spot on my ceiling in my living room. So we're thinking they probably didn't like kills it or like prime it real good before they painted it, and it came through. Also the stairwell where they were touching up paint, the paint don't match the other paint. It's like the same paint, but like they'll tell you like don't use 2 different gallons from 2 different days because they're not mixed together or something. And it's like, so it's like little shit like that. But
Are they going to, so they need to come back and repaint the whole
yes,
thing?
and I did message the project manager Friday and I said, look, I would have told the guys myself because I love the guys that come. They're young. They're like in their 20s. And I said, they're like my kids. And I would have told them, I said, but you need to reiterate that cleaning up after their job is really important. They sanded my ceilings and didn't put any plastic over my furniture. All my furniture's new. So all that drywall dust just like you could wrote in my floors. It was that. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I know that they're young and I know that they're not experienced, which is why their supervisor should be there to like manage it. And I told Hagen, I said, I hope they come tomorrow because I'm going to say to them, we're not being Karens, but we put a lot of pride in our home. We worked really hard to get this. And you see how there's 2 tones on the paint? That's not okay. Like y'all got to put a little bit more pride in your work. So I'm hoping they come tomorrow while I'm home so I can.
And it's okay for them to point it out.
Yeah.
Like if they notice that.
Yeah. And one thing that me and Hagen were talking about, like, it's not fair if they keep charging the insurance for them coming out to fix things that they should have already fixed. You know what I mean? Like, so that's making the cost of what just happened higher, which is we're more likely to get kicked off of our insurance, and you're fixing shit that you should have already done. So really,
Right.
you shouldn't be charging anymore for that. But whatever, I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of that, but I hope they come tomorrow so I can say, because like they take pictures of my cats. They think, okay, also the cat. Okay, so today we didn't start recording today till it was like later. And I try to leave before Hagen gets home with the babies, because if the babies see me, then they cry and they're like, Mommy, where are you going? Whatever. So I try to leave before he gets there. So I run to my car, get in my car, like, I don't even know if I got everything, probably didn't. And I put it in reverse and I back down the driveway and I put it in drive and I hit and I hear thun, 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 and look at the back and my cat's falling off the top of my car. And I'm like, oh my God. So I throw it in reverse, back up, and I'm hollering, Friend, because his name's Friend, because he was the neighbor's cat and I didn't know what his name was. So I would say, here comes our friend. And then one day I went over there and I was like, hey, what's your cat's name? She goes, oh, he doesn't have a name. And I'm like, oh. Well, I call him Friend. So they left him. So he's my cat. And so I call him Friend. His middle name's Lee, just in case y'all wanted to know, Friend Lee. Yeah, he's a big old thick like tomcat. He's heavy but I got him and he was walking. So I called my husband. I was like, I know you're about to pull into the neighborhood, so please check on Friend because he's fine. I mean, and he's very dramatic. I paid $350 one time because he had a scratch on his pinky. So I think he's fine. He probably would have rolled over and pretended to be dead if he was actually
now.
hurt.
Is this on top of the new cat you just got?
Yeah, the new cat I just got is Phoebe, and she is Aniston's cat, and she stays in Aniston's room full time, except for we let her come out because she went today to get fixed, and she had a hernia, so Aniston had to pay for that. It was $350 for that.
Oh, adulting.
Yeah, I told her, I said, it's really expensive to have a pet because Aniston's found that out with litter and. This is, they said she's about 8 months old.
So you would have brought this cat home anyway.
Yes, but Aniston said, I said, what am I going to do? Because my cats are indoor, outdoor cats. And we didn't want her because obviously she's not fixed and she's never been there. We're scared she's going to run away.
Right.
Aniston's like, no, I want her to be my cat. I want her to be in my room.
I think you can go on TikTok and look how to keep your cat at home.
Oh, okay.
And there's ways to do it.
Well, I need to do that. So I have two cats,
Yeah.
Gray, which his name is Grace and Ray. When they get in trouble, I say their full name.
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean? So I did have one named Donnie Wayne. He was my favorite, but Aniston ran over. That's fine. Boy, we'll talk about that next time. It's very, very touchy subject. But anyways, Grace and Ray, and then I had Phoebe, Renee, that's what I call her, and then Friend Lee Lamar. So yeah,
All right.
I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
But I felt of his body. It didn't seem like it
Nothing
ripped-
was broke.
No,
Well, you
ripped-
didn't run over him.
No, he just come off the back of
Well, they can fall from high places.
and that's what I said. I
and
said I think he landed on his feet. Let's hope.
Don't cats always land on their feet?
They say
mean-
like 90% of the time they do, but
You can
yeah.
probably TikTok that too, but I'm not ever because I
Right.
don't want to see that.
Yeah, no. So anyways, I, just threw my cat off and then I beat myself up. So my friend calls and I was like, Friend just fell off the top of my damn car. And I was like, this is why I'm not good at time management. I need to get better, stupid whore, freaking idiot ass bitch. And she was like, yeah, cat. And I was like, no, I was talking about me, not the cat.
I thought you were talking about me. I need to get better.
No, me.
And she beat me here.
And she goes, yeah, but something I said, no, that was my fault, 100% my fault. I ran out and did not pay attention. I was like, no, I was calling myself the whore, not him.
Oh.
He's precious, little fat ass. But anyways,
Trent could be the whore.
yeah, he is a whore. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, where are we eating? Because I'm hungry.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I kind of want that Drake.
I was gonna say it was so good, and then we talked about it this week.
Y'all
So that's
did?
probably yep. Yeah, we did. So it's probably
Drake's, if you hear us.
that's right.
We going to Drake's?
Yep.
Drizzy's?
Well, I
Let's
mean,
get
we
it.
just.
Yeah, it's so good.
Shout them out. I want that roll.
I know, me too.
let's
and
go.
the one that Kila got.
It's the best because you can have food or you can have sushi.
yeah.
I mean,
Shouts to
so-
Drake's.
Yep. So we love it. Okay.
right.
Well, next
thought
week
you-
we're gonna get better about the whole like interviewing people. It's been weird because Halloween and shit, and
We're
obviously
probably going to get better, really. We'll just keep it right at the first of the year with people.
Yeah.
that's smart.
Because right
Put
now there's a lot
expectation. It's a
going
lot.
on and people are busy and
Yes. And we need your feedback. What do you want to hear? Do you like the gabbing us back and forth? Do you want to hear people's stories? What do you want to hear? Because
or y'all can email us your story.
yes.
We can tell your story on here.
Or you
without
can
you
or you
telling
can
stories.
voice memo it, and that's super easy to do. All you have to do is go into your voice recorder app, and it tells you how to do it, and you send it through a email. But we want to hear stories, and we want to hear we need feedback.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need you to vote. We need your vote.
See, like I did today.
She got
All right.
proof.
We
Yeah.
need your vote. So just go vote and tell us what to do. And I
Yes.
hope whoever you voted for wins.
Yes, me too.
Yeah. So remember,
Okay,
just be
good
good.
job.
Be good
Bye.
humans this week.
That's right.
That's right.
We'll
Do
talk
good
to you
things.
next week.
Okay, bye.
Bye, everybody.
Well, at least we got one for this week.
Yeah.
And that wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't. We stayed pretty good.
Thank you for staying around for all of our crazy.
Be sure to like, follow, and share with everyone you know.
Even them whores you don't like.
And leave us a 5-star review.
We'll see you next time.
Bye, bitches.